happen, but Reiki can only work for the best.
Right.
I have a question. Are your hands usually this warm?
This warmth that you're feeling is not my energy. This actually is the vibration, the pulsation of Reiki. And your body is pulling it in. I'm the conduit, and your body's pulling it in and using it to help you to function the way that you should. Releasing tiredness, it lowers blood pressure, reduces pain.
Oh, it lowers blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
documented. There are studies on that.
Yeah.
Oh, your hands are really warm.
Well,
Feels like heating pads on my shoulder.
Oh, that must feel great.
Yeah.
did you have a busy, stressful day?
I did. I actually was taking a class, and it was the final exam today. That's why I volunteered. I just finished that.
Oh.
So my neck was, I didn't realize until you put your hands there. Like I want to, my shoulders felt like they were by my ears, and now they feel like they're not.
Mm-hmm. You see, because it's working energetically. It's going in. Reiki is coming in, going down, out my arms, out my hands, into whoever I'm touching.
Now,
Flowing.
could I ask a question? If, let's say she had something the matter with her, could you pick up on that?
I might and I might not.
Right.
You know, and it doesn't matter whether I do or not, because the Reiki is going to do its work regardless. It's a spiritual healing practice, and it works with the intelligence of the body, mind, and spirit in order for the healing to flow.
Yeah.
And another thing is, it's great for people that are going to be taking tests. If they take Reiki, have a Reiki session before.
Where were you when I needed you?
So, oh wow, that's good to know. Mm-hmm. For a test, it would just kind of calm your whole body. And I know in acupuncture, they deal with your meridians. Mm-hmm. Now, is that kind of what Reiki does too with the energy points?
If meridians need to be worked on, if the energy chakras in the subtle body need to be worked on, then Reiki will go there directly. I don't have to know. Mm-hmm. I don't, because I can't tell Reiki what to do, because it knows what to do. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if it's, I'm sure, working on a meridian right now.
Yeah, yeah. What are some of the comments, other comments from people after a session, like immediately? Like you start a session and you talk to the person for a few minutes ahead of time and find out what is going on. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they just want a general cleansing. Mm-hmm. And then you work on them for how long?
They lay on the table for an hour.
An hour,
yeah,
okay.
And then I'll talk to them a little bit afterwards and just see how they're feeling. If they've said they came in with an injured knee, then I would do a little on their head first to kind of just settle them down, and then I would go directly to the knee if it was a, bad enough injury or they were in pain. Okay, and just work on that for a while and then go to wherever else I'm directed. But when I first start out with a new client, I would work on the head and then the torso and then the back. And I don't normally do the arms and legs because Reiki flows to those areas unless there's an injury there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Now there's different levels of Reiki, 1, 2, and 3. The master level is what you are. Can you explain a little bit about Reiki 1 for anybody who might consider that?
Well, Reiki 1, people come to take Reiki 1 to learn how to use the energy, and basically Reiki 1 is really for self. You are then able to give yourself Reiki every single day, and that's important. Very, very important for your own self-healing. Now that doesn't mean you can't use Reiki on someone else, friends or neighbors or whatever, but primarily it's for you to understand the energy, to work with it and start healing yourself. And then sometimes people want to go on to Reiki 2, and Reiki 2 furthers the understanding of the vibration of Reiki, and you're also able to connect Reiki to people who live far away. For instance, you might have a relative who lives across the ocean, and you're able to connect the Reiki with them so that healing can happen at a distance. With Reiki, there is no distance.
So in order to do that with somebody from a distance, do you need some kind of an inanimate object, like a teddy bear, for instance, to Reiki that and visualize the person?
You could use a teddy bear, and you pretend that that is the person, and you would use the positions. You could have a picture of the person, just have your hands on a pillow in your lap, and there are certain things that you learn in Reiki too that you would do that would connect the Reiki energy to them, and then you just work on the teddy bear or, you know, the picture as if they were there in front of you. And I do an hour. It's the same as if they were exactly in front of me.
Wow. And now what about the master level?
Reiki
That's a little more intense.
Yeah, Reiki Master is now kind of divided into two things. It's Reiki Master and Reiki Master Teacher. It was always just Reiki Master, but it got a little mixed up with people that were initiated into Reiki Mastership but didn't want to teach. So it sort of divided itself into Reiki Master. Yes, I have all this energy and I use it, but I don't wish to teach. And when you become a Reiki Master Teacher, then you're allowed to teach people, so which is what I do.
Now, if someone were to want to sign up, they can sign up right on your...
They can sign up on my website, they can call me. I have two offices. My main office is in Cambridge on Mass Ave at the Cambridge Professional Center, and my other office is in Pelham, New Hampshire, because I live in Lowell. So, yeah. So I just started a little Reiki practice up in that area.
Oh.
So.
Now, since you started, it was 1992, you said?
When I started Reiki in, 91.
Okay. So do you feel like it is becoming more and more popular?
Oh, it's very popular now. Many hospitals are offering Reiki.
Right.
Hospice, I'm working with a gentleman now who's getting ready to pass in Lowell, and I've given him a couple of Reiki sessions, and he has hospice, and a hospice volunteer is coming every few days and giving him Reiki. So many hospices are doing it now too. It's becoming, well, because they see the difference. And just quickly, I read an article about Dr. Oz.
Oh,
know Dr. Oz?
Yes, I
well,
like him.
He had a woman who was a Reiki master. He invited her in to do distance Reiki in the operating room while he was operating on a patient. And his wife is now a Reiki master.
Oh, nice story.
Yeah, I just found that out.
Oh. Was he talking about that on his TV show?
No, it was in a Reiki magazine.
Oh.
Yeah, that I just
Oh, so
read
there's
about.
Reiki magazines
Yes,
as well?
there is.
Wow.
There is.
And I suppose there's a lot on the websites about Reiki
There's
as well.
tons of websites about Reiki, so you can peruse them. You can go on my website, which is www.reikiwithpadma, and read all about me and read all about Reiki.
Oh, that's so nice. That's great. How are
I
you
love
feeling,
what
Denise?
I do.
I mean, it's sort of like I'm so calm. I could fall asleep like this right now. Your voices are soothing in the background, but I feel very relaxed. Just very calm.
So do you feel like it's beginning to release some of the tiredness?
Yes. I mean, I don't actually know because I haven't gotten up to do anything, but I don't feel like, like I want to just go home and go to sleep for the night. But I just feel completely calm right now, really relaxed.
Is it safe to drive home after a treatment?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because I know you get a little...
Yeah, you do, but by the time you're up off the table,
And you talk to them for a while.
them for a few minutes, and and then they're fine to go. And right now my hands are really, really warm, almost hot, I'd say. So what that is telling me is that this is an area that Denise could use more Reiki. So if she came back to see me again, I would work on her head, and then I would do other positions, and then I would go to her shoulders and work on her shoulders.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. I imagine you don't want to get up, Denise, but...
That was wonderful. Thank you.
You'll know how to get in touch with Padma now.
What was it again, the website?
www.reikiwithpadma, all one word.
Okay.
.com?
.com.
.com.
Well, thank you so
Denise.
much.
You're welcome.
I really do feel
You're
better.
getting up now. Do you have to drink a lot of water prior to, afterwards? Is that necessary? Now, when you have have you ever had a massage and they tell you to drink a lot of water to cleanse your cells after a treatment.
For the person who's received
Yes.
the treatment. It is good to drink a lot of water because, you know, healing has started, and so you may be releasing some toxins from the physical body. So it's good to drink water.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you ever pick up on somebody's illness? I know that can happen sometimes to people.
Sometimes. I'm not any kind of a medical personnel, so I would never diagnose. But if I sense something a little bit off, I might say something like, you know, have you had a checkup recently?
Oh, that's a good way of putting it,
You know,
yeah.
and that's it.
And speaking of which, I hear you're going to be demonstrating and speaking at Hallmark Health VNA in July.
Yes, I am. I'm looking forward
July
to that.
22nd, I heard, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great. It would be great for the nurses. Because I think nurses need to be informed of this, and maybe going into people's homes and learning Reiki can be wonderful and cathartic
Yeah.
for
Very
both
much so.
the practitioner and the patient.
Yes. I've done lots of hospital work in the past, going in to see clients and just sitting by the bed and giving them Reiki,
Yeah,
and it helps a lot.
yeah, that's wonderful. Now, do you get Reiki yourself from somebody?
I do get Reiki from a friend, and I also give myself Reiki every single day.
Oh.
Every single day.
And I bet it helps you sleep at night. Do you just put your hands on
Yeah,
your
I
chest?
put my hands here, where if I wake up in the middle of the night, I just give myself Reiki till I settle down again and go back to sleep. But it's really important to do self-Reiki because it's healing you on levels that you aren't even aware that's going on. So it's even though you feel well, it's maintenance.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm so glad you came tonight.
So am I.
It was very nice to meet you. And once again, you could just mention your website, just so if anybody wants to.
Yeah. Can I give my phone?
And you're sure.
Yeah. So the website is www.reikiwithpadma.com, and my phone number is 978-937-0059. And if you would like to call just to ask me a question about Reiki, please feel free to do that. You don't have to book an appointment to get some information, okay?
Well, thank you, Padma. Thanks,
you.
everybody, for joining us tonight. I'm Kate Genovese. Good night.
Thank you.